Hello, wonderful friends, and welcome back to our cozy corner of inspiration, where we share stories to keep you thriving, laughing, and living life to the fullest. Picture this. You're snuggled up on a chilly winter evening, sipping a warm cup of chamomile tea, or maybe a hot toddy if you're feeling a bit adventurous. Now here's a question that might surprise you. Could something as simple as slipping on a pair of socks before bed transform your health and happiness? Most folks over 50 think socks are just for keeping toes toasty. But what if I told you this tiny habit could be a game changer for your sleep, your warmth, and even your zest for life? Forget the old idea that aging means slowing down. Let's challenge that with a fresh perspective on a nightly ritual that's as comforting as your favorite sweater. I mean, who hasn't chuckled at the sight of their granddad snoozing in mismatched socks, looking like he's ready for a polar expedition? Let's dive into a heartwarming exploration of why keeping those feet cozy might just be the secret to waking up refreshed and ready to conquer the day. Hit subscribe to Senior Healthy Aging and join our vibrant community of seniors who are embracing healthy living every day. By subscribing, you'll get access to expert advice, natural remedies, and simple lifestyle changes to help you age gracefully and with ease. Imagine this. It's a frosty evening, the kind where the wind howls outside your window and you're curled up under a quilt that smells faintly of lavender. Your toes, though, they're like little ice cubes refusing to warm up, no matter how many blankets you pile on. Sound familiar? For so many of us over 5,000, cold feet can turn a restful night into a restless battle. But what if the answer isn't another blanket or a pricey heating pad, but something as humble as a pair of soft, cozy socks? You might be thinking, socks in bed? Isn't that like wearing sneakers to a picnic? Oh, I hear you. But stick with me because both ancient wisdom and modern science have some surprising things to say about this little habit. Could it help you sleep better, feel warmer, and maybe even wake up with a spring in your step? Let's unravel this cozy mystery together and see why keeping your feet snug might just be the secret to a healthier, happier you. Now let's start with why our feet get so darn cold in the first place. If you've ever tossed and turned at night, feeling like your toes are auditioning for a role in a snowstorm, you're not alone. Many of us, especially as we age, notice our hands and feet turning into icicles when the temperature drops. Why does this happen? In traditional Eastern medicine, the feet are seen as the body's second heart, a critical hub where cold can sneak in and throw everything out of whack. If your feet are chill, it's like leaving the front door open in a blizzard. Cold air rushes in, affecting everything from your joints to your energy levels. The idea is that cold feet signal an imbalance often tied to poor blood flow or low energy reserves. Isn't it wild to think that something as small as your feet could hold such power over your whole body? This ancient perspective paints a vivid picture. Your feet are like the gatekeepers of your body's warmth, and when they're cold, it's as if the whole system is shivering in protest. Keeping them warm then becomes an act of nurturing, not just your toes, but your entire being. Modern science backs this up with a slightly different spin. Your feet are the farthest from your heart, meaning blood has to travel a long way to keep them warm. Add to that the fact that feet are packed with tiny nerve endings, and it's no wonder they're so sensitive to cold. A 2023 study from the Journal of Sleep Research found that poor circulation, common as we age, can make feet feel like they're stuck in a freezer, disrupting sleep quality. Women in particular tend to feel this more than men. Why? Well, our bodies have a thicker layer of fat under the skin, but less muscle mass, which is key for generating heat. So ladies, if your toes are always frosty, it's not just you, it's biology. Plus, habits like soaking your feet in cold water or sitting still for too long can make things worse slowing down your body's natural furnace. Ever thought about how curling up on the couch for hours might be secretly chilling your toes? It's those little daily choices that add up, making your feet feel like they're on a permanent winter vacation. Beyond biology, there's also the environment we live in. Cold floors, drafty bedrooms, or even forgetting to slip on those fuzzy slippers can leave your feet vulnerable. A 2024 study from the American Journal of Geriatric Care noted that older adults living in homes with poor insulation reported colder extremities, which impacted their overall comfort. It's not just about your body. It's about creating a cozy sanctuary where your feet can feel pampered. Think about it. When was the last time you gave your feet a little extra love? Maybe it's time to treat them like the VIPs they are. After all, they carry you through life's adventures, from morning walks in the park to dancing at your grandkid's wedding. Don't they deserve a warm, cozy night? So what's the deal with wearing socks to bed? Could this simple act make a difference? Let's dive into the wisdom of both worlds, Eastern traditions and cutting-edge science, to find out. In Eastern medicine, keeping your feet warm is like wrapping your body in a protective shield. The feet are home to dozens of acupuncture points, each tied to different parts of your health. There's an old saying, cold starts at the feet. If your toes are icy, it's like inviting a winter storm into your body, potentially causing everything from sniffles to achy joints. By keeping your feet warm, you're helping your body's energy flow smoothly, balancing your system, and creating a sense of calm. It's like giving your body a warm, reassuring pat on the back before you drift off to dreamland. Doesn't that sound like the kind of TLC we all deserve? Imagine your feet nestled in soft socks, feeling like they're being cradled in a warm cocoon. It's a small gesture, but one that whispers to your body, you're safe, you're warm, you're ready to rest. Science has its take, and it's just as compelling. Your feet, being so far from your heart, often struggle to get enough warm blood, especially in winter when blood vessels naturally constrict. A 2024 study from the American Journal of Physiology showed that warming the feet can dilate blood vessels, improving circulation and helping your body maintain a steady temperature. When your feet are toasty, your blood flows better, delivering oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. This doesn't just keep you warm, it can also relax your entire body. Ever notice how a warm bath makes you feel all loose and sleepy? Warming your feet does something similar. Your brain gets the signal that all's well, helping you slip into a deeper, more restful sleep. A 2022 study from the National Sleep Foundation even found that people who warmed their feet before bed fell asleep 15% faster and woke up less during the night. Imagine that, 15% faster to dreamland. Who wouldn't want to shave a few minutes off their bedtime routine? And here's the kicker. This simple act can also reduce stress hormones, making you feel calmer as you drift off. It's like your feet are sending a love letter to your brain saying, relax, we've got this. Now let's talk about what happens if you make wearing socks to bed a regular part of your winter routine. Could this tiny habit transform your health? Let's explore 3 incredible changes you might notice if you keep those feet cozy all season long. First, your sleep could become something out of a fairy tale. If you're someone who struggles to nod off because your feet feel like they're straight out of the Arctic, socks might be your new best friend. Cold feet can keep your body on edge, making it hard to relax. But when you slip on the pair of soft socks, your feet warm up, your muscles loosen, and your mind starts to unwind. That same 2022 study from the National Sleep Foundation found that warm feet boost melatonin production, the hormone that regulates sleep. So not only do you fall asleep faster, but you also stay asleep longer, waking up refreshed instead of groggy. Isn't it amazing how something so small could make your mornings feel like a burst of sunshine? Picture waking up feeling like you've just had the best nap of your life, ready to tackle the day with a smile. Second, keeping your feet warm might just keep the sniffles at bay. Eastern medicine has long warned that cold feet can open the door to all sorts of ailments, from colds to joint pain. When your feet are chilly, it's like your body's defenses are caught off guard, letting pesky bugs sneak in. By wearing socks, you're essentially putting up a no-entry sign for those winter woes. This isn't just ancient wisdom. Modern research supports it too. A 2023 study from the Journal of Immunology found that maintaining a stable body temperature can strengthen your immune system, reducing the risk of catching a cold by up to 20%. So imagine slipping on those socks and not only feeling cozy, but also giving your immune system a high five. Who wouldn't want to stay healthier through the winter months? It's like giving your body a warm shield to fend off the chills and chill-related aches that can make winter feel like a slog. Third, say goodbye to those icy hands and feet that make you feel like you're living in a snow globe. For many of us, especially women and older adults, cold extremities are a daily struggle. Poor circulation means blood doesn't flow as easily to your hands and feet, leaving them frosty even under a pile of blankets. Wearing socks to bed helps warm your feet, which in turn boosts blood flow to those far-off corners of your body. Over time, you might notice your fingers and toes aren't as cold during the day, and you feel lighter on your feet. A 2024 study from the Journal of Gerontology noted that improving foot warmth can enhance overall circulation in older adults, reducing discomfort and even improving mobility. Picture this. You're strolling through the park feeling warm and nimble, all because of a little bedtime habit. Doesn't that sound like a win for both body and soul? It's like your feet are thanking you for the extra love, letting you move through life with a little more ease and grace. But let's not get too carried away with our sock obsession just yet. Not everyone's body is on board with this cozy trick, and that's perfectly fine. If you're someone who runs hot, maybe you're always kicking off the blankets or waking up in a sweat, socks might make you feel like you're sleeping in a sauna. For folks with a tendency to overheat, often due to a naturally high metabolism, socks could disrupt your body's natural cooling process, leaving you restless. Similarly, if your feet are prone to sweating, socks might create a damp environment that invites bacteria or fungi, not exactly the bedtime vibe you're going for. A 2023 dermatology study from the Mayo Clinic warned that overly sweaty feet in tight socks can increase the risk of conditions like athlete's foot. And if you're one of those lucky folks whose body regulates temperature like a thermostat, you might not need socks at all. Your feet are already doing just fine. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies are so unique? It's like each of us is a snowflake, even when it comes to something as simple as bedtime socks. So, how do you know if socks are right for you? It's all about listening to your body. If your feet are always cold and you're tossing and turning at night, socks could be a game changer. But if you're sweating or feeling overheated, you might be better off barefoot. Here's a fun way to find out. Try a little experiment. For 1 week, slip on a pair of socks before bed and jot down how you feel. Do you fall asleep faster? Wake up refreshed? Then, for the next week, go sock-free and compare. Pay attention to how your body feels, warm and cozy or hot and bothered. Your body will tell you what it loves. Isn't it empowering to discover what works best for you? It's like having a conversation with your body where your feet get to weigh in on the bedtime routine. When it comes to choosing the perfect pair of socks, it's not just about grabbing any old pair from the drawer. Think of it like picking out the perfect cup of coffee. It's got to suit your taste. First, go for natural materials like cotton wool or bamboo. These fabrics are soft, breathable, and great at wicking away moisture so your feet stay warm without feeling stuffy. A 2024 textile study from the Journal of Consumer Health found that natural fibers reduce skin irritation and improve comfort during sleep. Avoid synthetic materials like polyester, which can trap sweat and make your feet feel clammy. Next, choose socks with just the right amount of stretch, not too tight, not too loose. Tight socks can squeeze your feet, slowing circulation, while loose ones might slip off in the night. Look for socks that hug your feet gently, leaving no red marks on your ankles. Finally, consider thickness. In a warm bedroom, a lightweight pair will do the trick. For colder nights, opt for something a bit thicker but not so bulky that your feet feel suffocated. Picture sliding into bed with socks that feel like a warm embrace. Now that's the stuff dreams are made of. If socks aren't your thing, don't worry. There are plenty of other ways to keep your feet toasty. Try soaking your feet in warm water before bed, around 104 degrees, maybe with a sprinkle of Epsom salt or a slice of ginger for extra warmth. A 2023 study from the Journal of Alternative Medicine found that a 15-minute foot soak can boost circulation and relax your entire body. You could also tweak your diet to include warming foods like ginger, cinnamon, or lamb, which Eastern medicine swears by for boosting blood flow. Limit cold foods like ice cream or raw salads, especially in winter, as they can chill you from the inside out. Gentle exercise like a short evening walk or some light yoga can also get your blood moving. And if you're feeling fancy, a heating pad or warm compress on your feet can work wonders. Just make sure your bedroom is draft-free and cozy. Think of it as creating a little winter nest. Who doesn't love a snug, warm retreat at the end of the day? For those who want to take it a step further, consider adding a touch of mindfulness to your bedtime routine. As you slip on your socks or soak your feet, take a moment to breathe deeply and appreciate the care you're giving yourself. A 2025 study from the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that combining small self-care habits with mindfulness can enhance their benefits, reducing stress and improving sleep quality by up to 25%. It's like turning a simple act into a ritual that nourishes both body and mind. Maybe light a candle or play some soft music as you prepare for bed. These little touches can transform your evening into a sanctuary of calm, making every night feel like a mini retreat. Isn't it wonderful to think that something as simple as warming your feet can become a moment of connection with yourself? This little habit of warming your feet, whether with socks or other tricks, is more than just about comfort. It's about taking care of yourself in a way that feels nurturing and empowering. It's a reminder that small changes can make a big difference, especially as we embrace the joys and challenges of aging. So whether you're a sock enthusiast or a barefoot dreamer, the key is finding what makes your body feel its best. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you swear by socks at night? Or are you all about bare feet? As someone who's spent countless nights pondering the quirks of our daily habits, I find the idea of wearing socks to bed utterly fascinating. It's not just about warmth. It's a small act of self-care that speaks to how we nurture our bodies as we age. In a society that often pushes us to prioritize productivity over rest, taking a moment to slip on a pair of cozy socks feels like a quiet rebellion. It's a reminder that aging isn't about slowing down, but about living smarter, embracing habits that make us feel vibrant and alive. I'm struck by how this simple ritual challenges the stereotype that older adults should just deal with discomfort. Instead, it invites us to listen to our bodies to honor what they need, whether that's a warm pair of socks or a barefoot night under the covers. There's something deeply human about finding joy in these small choices, and it's a beautiful way to celebrate the wisdom that comes with age. So let's keep exploring these little rituals that make life richer. What's your favorite way to stay cozy? Drop a comment below, and if you found this cozy chat helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend, or subscribe for more tips to keep you thriving. Here's to warm feet, sweet dreams, and living life with a little extra sparkle.